Oh well, whatever happens, happens.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shala. So I'm gonna be filming a chit chat get ready with me. That's one of my week looking cute and pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna be filming a chit chat get ready with me, talking about dentistry and studying dentistry in the UK. So if you guys are interested in that and want to see how I got this look as well, then keep on watching. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel please, and also follow me on Instagram. Instagram will be down below and also pop up on the screen. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, let's get on with this. Get ready with me. Face is bare, natural hair is out. It's grown a lot from the last time you saw me, but yeah, let's get on with the video. I'm wearing this top that I showed in my Pretty Little Thing haul, if you didn't tell already. But yeah, let's get on with the get ready with me. I'm gonna start with my brows. And yeah, this is the first time wearing makeup in a while, obviously because of Rona. But yeah, so okay, this video I'm going to talk about dentistry, being a dental student, studying dentistry, what it's like, any of your questions. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. So first of all, what year am I in? What university do I study in? So I'm currently in my third year, studying at the University of Leeds, which, if you guys don't know, that is up north in England. So yeah, I'm in my third year. So I've actually passed my halfway point, because if you didn't know, the course is 5 years long. So I've passed my halfway point, which is a bit scary. But yeah, we're third year. We think, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to say and kind of crazy to think, but so as a third year dental student, you would think I know quite a lot of stuff, because I've obviously only got like 2 years left of my course. But so basically what a regular day is like as a third year dental student. So our timetables are actually quite consistent, so similar things each week. As a course, I have a lot more contact hours than sort of other courses, such as like psychology, English. Like, you're in uni a lot. So basically my regular day, or my regular week, so Monday I have, it changes for everyone, but for me, Monday I have clinics. So what I mean by clinics is sort of like what placement is for medical students. So I have sort of continuous placement throughout the years, because the Leeds University has a Leeds hospital. So I have clinics. So what happens is, about one clinic I am acting as a dental nurse, and I am assisting for an older year. So someone in like 5th year, and helping them with their patients. And then I have a clinic where I see my own patient, and then I have a clinic where I'm also again acting as a dental nurse, but for someone in my year. So yeah, those are my clinics. So I have a full day. By full day I mean 9 to 5, so like a full on shift, 9 to 5 p.m. with a 1 hour lunch, if you get that. So 9 to 5 p.m. Basically I say if you get that, because usually a lot of the time clinics can run over, because we're students that are learning. It takes a bit longer to do everything. It takes a bit longer to do like regular treatments. So sometimes something that would take like 45 minutes in general practice takes about 3 hours. Yeah. yeah, so it can take about 3 hours with students who are obviously learning. So sometimes, because I assist for a 5th year in the morning, if they run over, then I usually have quite a short lunch for my afternoon clinic in which I see patients. So, but yeah, that's my Monday, and then my Tuesday used to be a day off in first term, but now I have labs. So what I mean by labs, because labs for a dental student is a lot different than labs for like a biology student or a chemistry student. So what I mean by labs is clinical skills labs. So this is where we learn all the skills that we need to put on the clinic and we need to do on patients. So like learning how to do all the fillings and crowns and stuff, and usually we do this on plastic teeth. So I'll insert some clips, but yeah, usually we do this all on plastic teeth first, and then once we have shown that we're like competent enough to do it on plastic teeth, then they let us do it on actual people. So yeah, on Tuesday I have labs in the afternoon. So the labs differ because I have labs twice in a week. So the labs on Tuesday is what we call prosthodontic labs. So what I mean by prosthodontics, or as we like to refer it, pros, is basically dentures. Basically false teeth. So we learn about them. That lab is a lot different to, so we have another lab on Friday called conservative, or we nickname it cons, but yeah, conservative, which is more like your fillings, your crowns and stuff. So the difference with those is that it's just a set, it's just like the materials you work with and stuff are different. But yeah, on Tuesday afternoon we have prosthodontic labs. We learn about dentures, do denture tutorials, make some dentures, fit some dentures, all the steps required for dentures. And then that is my Tuesday done. So personally me, I like to go to the gym in the morning before that session, but can't do that no more. But anyway, so we have that on Tuesday. On Wednesday we have lectures, so these are our only lecture days. Unfortunately, I don't know about other unis, but we have like a full day of lectures, and our lectures start from 8:30 a.m. 8:30 is not a time anyone should be at uni. You lot complaining about your 9 a.m.s, I wish, because my lectures start at 8:30, and sometimes they literally last until about, so they're literally back to back, and they can last until about 2 p.m, 3 p.m, and they're back to back, and sometimes you don't even get like an hour break. You usually get like half an hour in between 2 lectures, so we get about half an hour lunch, and then if the lecture finishes early, that's also our break essentially. So it's a long day. That's the only day that we have lectures. Every other day there's no lectures. So Wednesdays are strictly lectures. Then on Thursday I have clinics again. So what I was talking about, what was I saying? About how I assist someone in my year, so act as a dental nurse for someone in my year. That's on a Thursday. And then sometimes, like in between all these days as well, we might have like a seminar here and there, a tutorial here and there, an e-lecture here and there. So there might be other stuff, but generally this is what the week is like. And then on the Friday we have labs again. So you know I was talking about the conservative labs where we learn about like fillings and crowns, I forgot the word, crowns and stuff on plastic teeth. So that's what we do on that day. That is timetable for the whole day, 9 to 5. Yeah, Monday, Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. It's horrible. So that's also timetabled 9 to 5. Long day labs. is probably my least favorite day because it's just sometimes it's just a bit stressful. You're learning new concepts. If you don't get it, it's quite frustrating. And then also if you're seeing people like leave early and you're there and you're still like not finished, it's just a bit stressful. So labs can be quite a stressful day, but it's also a good day because you can have a bit of fun as well. It's quite, so what I love about my course is that it's quite practical. Everything you saw, it was quite practical. We only really ever sit down and just listen to someone lecture us one day a week. Every other day we're doing stuff. We're always doing stuff, which I really love. I did really want to do some vlogs about a day in the life or a week in the life, but sisters had to pack her bags and go home. So I would definitely do that because I'm still a dental student. I still got 2 more years, so I'll do probably a lot in 4th year as well. But yeah, by the way, I'm using the Morphe 3502 palette to do my makeup. It looks, listen, don't judge my palette, don't judge it. It's probably my holy grail palette. I use this the most out of every single palette. But yeah, what do I like about my course? What do I like about my course? I love that it's practical because I am not a English person, you know, like I'm not very, I don't know, English literature, that kind of stuff, you know, writing essays, not my forte. I'm definitely a more written exam person. You know how some people are better at coursework and assignments and some people are better at exams? I'm better at exams. So I'm really happy that we have like minimal amount of sort of essays to do. Like the most words I've written for an assignment is about 1,800 and I think that's quite small for the majority of people. But when I say that is good with me because I could not write anymore. Essays are not my forte, to be honest. If I think about it, exams aren't even like, I'm not amazing at them. Some people in my course, either they're mad. People are smart. Let me just tell you, to get into dentistry, you need to be smart. People in my course, yeah, they're very, very smart. I'm probably average. I think I'm about average. No, to be honest, no one is dumb in this course. Some people just put more effort than others. But yeah, that's one thing that I really like about my course. I also really love like how involved you are. Like other courses, you can be in that course for the whole 3 years and you won't know everyone on your course. Like you might know like 5-10 people on your course, whereas dentistry, I don't know about other unis, but in my uni it's really like, it's like a community. Yeah, basically it sounds kind of wet, but yeah, we're kind of like a community. Like everyone kind of knows everyone. Everyone is able to speak to everyone because you will eventually have to speak to everyone. So everyone kind of speaks to everyone and you're always like working together with stuff, with stuff, as well as like working with the people in your year. You work with like the older years, the younger years, so it's like a lot of teamwork. Like we don't only have like, you know, you have like group work. All courses have like group work. Our group work is kind of like all the time. All the time, because basically we're put into groups at the beginning of the year, and whenever we have clinics, like that's with the group that we will put in at the beginning of the year. So you're with your group essentially all the time. So if you don't like them, well, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? For foundation, I'm mixing two. I'm mixing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the colour Chai. This is my summer shade, so that's why I'm mixing it. And then I'm mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear in the shade Hazelnut. So we're mixing these two because before I was just using Chai, and then I realized like sis gotta be blending down her neck because this is not my shade anymore. but I do like my foundation a little bit darker. Yep. And then for concealer, I'm going back with the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I use 2 concealers. Go over that bit. Yeah. I'm just blending out my concealer with my Real Technique sponge. Alright. And now for powder, I actually use 2 powders. So I'm still a Sacha Buttercup gal. I use the Sacha Buttercup and the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Blondie. And then I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep, just around my face, around the perimeters. Okay, what I dislike about my course is probably like how often you're just in uni, like sis needs a break, you know, sometimes. Like essentially I have about 2 half days off, so only 1 day off. So I'm in uni a lot. Uni is essentially my life, and that's only in 3rd year. It gets worse essentially, like as years go on. I'm in uni basically all the time. So yeah, the contact hours are a lot. I say that, but if anything, I'm actually probably getting the most out of my money. If I think about it compared to other courses, I'm actually getting my money's worth because I'm in uni a lot. Those people that are in uni for only 4 hours in a week, yeah, they're ripping you off. They're ripping you off. You're paying, what's it, 9.25k for what? To be in your room. That doesn't make any sense. So I do get my money's worth, but sometimes, you know, those 9 to 5, like, they're really tiring, okay? They're really tiring. So yeah, the contact hours are a little bit of a shake, but we move. Also, I'm gonna bronze my face with the Fenty Beauty, what is this? Stalker in Coco Naughty. So yeah, contact hours are a bit annoying. Stress. So everyone says dentistry is quite stressful, and to be honest, it is. Like, it is a bit stressful, especially during exam season. I think because of the sheer amount of stuff that we need to know. Like, we need to know a lot of stuff, especially for the exams. And the thing is, like, in the exams, you literally get tested on like 1 line in like a slide that you got and in a lecture that you got, and it's so annoying. But yeah, the exams can be a bit stressful, and preparing for them is stressful. And I'm going to spritz myself with the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. So any advice I have for you? Well, getting into dentistry is difficult. If you're in the UK anyway, there's not really many dental schools in comparison to medical schools. You need the grades, and to be honest, I understand why, because if you don't get the grades, or if you're just not at that level, you will actually struggle within the course, because like some of those exams, they're difficult. So getting the grades is one thing, but also you actually really need to be passionate about the course going into it, because it's not for the faint-hearted. Just like medicine, if you're not motivated to do it, don't do it, because once you get in it and you realize the stress and anxiety that it has and how difficult like the actual course is, you will just want to run. So if you're not determined, I'd say just forget about it. Forget about it. Do a different course. Luckily, you can always drop out. People dropped out. People have dropped out. People been kicked out. Not in 3rd year, but 1st year, 2nd year. Well, people did a runner. Okay, done. I'm gonna do my lips now. So yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted. I don't want to discourage anyone. I think it's an amazing course. I think it's really rewarding. It's really fun. It's really interesting. But yeah, you need to be interested in it. Yeah, it requires a lot of your time outside of the university, not just within the university. But yeah, if you have any questions of what grades I got, how I got in, and stuff like that. You have the opportunity as well, 1 second, sorry, to do research. So if research is something you want to do, my uni is quite good for that, because in our final year we get to do a research project. You know, like full-on research project. I think it gets submitted into a journal article. But yeah, I think that's quite cool. So if you're interested in research, my uni is quite good for that, because basically at the end of my 5 years I get a BCHD, which is a Bachelor's of Dental Surgery, and a MCHD, which is a Master's of Dental Surgery, which some unis don't actually do, so that's quite lucky for me. Yeah, so my camera cut off. But yeah, if you have any questions regarding sort of what my uni is like, what dentistry is like, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer all of them. This is the final look. I'm gonna wear my leather blazer jacket and then I'm done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you next one. Bye guys.